Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Aluna Kynetta Puti from 8C, and today I will be presenting about Mummy Fairy and Me by Sophie Kinsella. Table of contents. First is introduction, next are the literary elements, settings, characterization, theme, moral value, and the last conclusion. First is introduction. Mummy Fairy is a novel written by best-selling English author Sophie Kinsella. In January 2018, Sophie published her first illustrated book for young readers about the charming adventures of a mother-daughter fairy duo. Mummy Fairy and Me is also published as Fairy Mum and Me. This book is about Mummy Fairy is a story about a girl named Ella Brooke who has a very standard nuclear family of 4. Mom, Dad, Ella, and her little brother. Very typical and normal, except for the fact that her mom is a fairy. But her mom is not very good with her magic. She needs Ella's help sometimes, but she always tries her best. Next is settings. First is Cherrywood in page 1. This location can be found in the sentence, "Hello, I'm called Ella Brooke. I live in a town called Cherrywood." Next is supermarket, page 24. This location can be found in the sentence, "When we go to the supermarket, I saw Tom and Lenka." Next is cafe, page 43. This location can be found in the sentence, "On the way out, we passed the cafe. The sign said special cherry muffins, today only. I love cherry muffins." Last is school in page 135. This location can be found in the sentence, "The sports day was in a big field behind my school." Next is characterization. Ella Brooke is the main character of this book. She's very open-minded and mature. She helps everyone, even her mom, who has magical powers. Next is Zoe. Zoe is the antagonist. Zoe is Ella's not best friend. Zoe is very arrogant and very immature. Next is Mummy Fairy. Mummy Fairy is Ella's mom. Mummy Fairy is a little bit stubborn but very hardworking. She's also quite clumsy. Next is theme. The theme of this book is about a girl named Ella and Mummy Fairy trying to learn new spell codes and trying to fix the mistakes that they made while learning those new spells. Mummy Fairy is still new in being a fairy, so she's a little bit clumsy due to the lack of knowledge about magic. Ella tries to help her too with different ways, like consulting her to not use magic so that things don't turn out worse. Moral values. The first moral value is from the Quran in Surat Al-Kahfi, ayat 28. The moral value that I got from this book is never give up, because if you try hard enough, everything is going to work out. This book gave me a very good impression because of how hardworking and determined Mummy Fairy and Ella is in fixing their mistakes and learning new spells. Lastly, conclusion. This book is wonderful. I admire Mummy Fairy because she wants to improve and be a better version of herself. I also love how Mummy Fairy and Ella encourage each other. This page is my favorite page out of every page in this book. Well done, Mummy Fairy. You did it. No, Ella, said Mummy Fairy. You did it. You're going to be a brilliant fairy when you grow up. Page 39. The book is great for everyone because it's family friendly and the words are very easy to understand. So I recommend this book to every ages if you like fantasy and fairies. I give this book 8.5 out of 10 stars. That's it from me. Thank you all for listening and watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Feel free to ask any questions.